Hey everybody, Metal Shop Steve here, another one. And if you watched the last video, you realize that this is a totally different format now. We are doing very quick reviews, just kind of quick hits to tell you what I'm listening to, tell you what kind of I enjoy. And again, the kind of the format for this is going to be, I'm going to tell you the band and the album. I'm going to tell you just a little bit stylistically or something that caught my attention about the band, something that you need to know. And then I'm going to give you my top 3 songs from the album. That's the way it's going to go. Short, sweet, simple. So you can get out there and check it out yourself and start rocking. The band today we are talking about is Tygers of Pan Tang. A band that I had never heard of before, but the name caught my eye, so I listened to it. The album is called Ambush, and this is a re-release. But this came out back in the spring. This has kind of a classic throwback sound to it, more your traditional, almost 80s metal kind of sound to it. It's certainly not as heavy or fast as some of the other stuff that I listen to, but it's just, it's kind of a different feel to stuff that's coming out these days. It has again, a throwback sound, and there's a very pronounced bass line to a lot of the songs. So if you like hearing bass up front, and not like booming bass, but just that, I don't know, really technical, almost like Iron Maiden style bass, something where you hear it, it's there, it's in all the songs, and it really stands out as its own instrument. It doesn't just fall away and blend into some of the other stuff out there. So pronounced bass line, I like that. Riffy guitars, you know I love riffy. So that's kind of where this stands. So I'll give you now, as promised, my top 3 songs off of this album. And pretty consistent through this. There's not a lot that changes up from song to song, but these are just the ones that I found the most enjoyable, the ones that I want to go back and listen to over and over. Rock and Roll Dream, first of all, and really the themes through this album are pretty standard for your 80s type of metal album. It really does sound like a throwback, a classic album. It's a re-release anyway, but so Rock and Roll Dream. Play to Win is another one that I really like here on this album as well. And then finally, there's one called Mr. Indispensable. There are a couple of others that came close to making this list. As I said, it's pretty consistent throughout, but these are just the ones that got the nod just above the others, and for not really any reason that I can explain other than if I had to go back and listen again, these would be the ones that I pick first out. So again, Tygers of Pan Tang. The album is called Ambush. It's a re-release, came out back in the spring. That's it. Go check it out, and I will see you next time.